Welcome him also. Take this print out. Print out everything. Yeah, please. So we'll recite the prayer first, Mangalacharan prayer, and then we'll discuss. So please be in the prayer, Mangalacharan prayer के लिए. So प्रभु, ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य. Also, please. So all the devotees, you be in the Mangalacharan prayer. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते. तत्पकांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. So please open the chapter number 7, verse number 1. 7 नंबर उसका जो श्लोक नंबर 1. So the chapter name is knowledge of the absolute, and also this is Jnana Vigyan Yoga. Also the other name is Jnana Vigyan Yoga. So Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 parts. First 6 chapter is known as Karma Yoga. Actually it is Karma Yoga leading to Bhakti Yoga, and middle 6 chapter is Bhakti Yoga, and the last 6 chapters are Jnana Yoga leading to Bhakti Yoga. So before this chapter, the chapter name was Dhyana Yoga. So in Dhyana Yoga chapter, when it is like Ashtanga, Lord Krishna spoke about Ashtanga Yoga. So he gave the how to perform the Ashtanga Yoga, all detailed steps. If you want to do some Ashtanga Yoga, one must follow whatever recommendation is given by the Lord himself, not whimsically like nowadays we are performing yoga, but we are performing some of the asanas only, not complete. So Lord has given everything detailed in that. But after hearing this, Arjuna frankly spoke that it is not possible for me to perform this yoga because mind is so much restless. I'm not able to control this mind, and I can control the flow of wind, but I cannot control my mind, which you are recommending in this Ashtanga Yoga. So at last, Lord Krishna spoke that out of all the yoga, like if you see the verse number 47, chapter number 6, 6 number chapter का 47 श्लोक, वहाँ भगवान बताते हैं योगिनाम अपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेन अंतरात्माना श्रद्धावान भजते यो माम समय युक्ता तमो मता. भगवान बताते हैं, Lord is speaking that of all the yogis, you take karma yogi, jnana yogi, all yogi, ashtanga yogi, the one with great faith, who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself. He always think of me. Think of me means what? We are thinking about what is the desire of the Lord. How can I fulfill that desire? How can I serve the Lord? It's not like I'm sitting idle and thinking about the Lord. No. How can I fulfill his desire? And his desire Lord is given in the Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic scripture. And renders the transcendental loving service to me. You see here, not only he's thinking of me, but he's rendering service to me. So he is the topmost yogi. He's the topmost yogi. And he's the most intimately united with me in yoga, and is the highest of all. Among all the yogis, the bhakti yogi is highest. And that is my opinion. So Lord Krishna's opinion is the highest. So, but how to come to that stage, like thinking of Lord, always thinking of Lord. If it is here, you cannot think it. You always think of. You should mark the word also here. Always think of me, and he's always rendering transcendental loving. He's always serving me, loving service to me. So, but how to come to that stage? Always thinking of the Lord, His desire. So how to come to that stage, and also how to render service to all things. Then Lord speaks. Here, after this sloka, Lord, there is no question of Arjuna. How should I come to that platform? You are telling me that Bhakti Yogi is the highest, and what is the characteristic of Bhakti Yogi? But how to come to that stage? Then Lord automatically speaks out of his heart that we are coming to the chapter number 7, first sloka. Here the actual Bhakti Yoga start. The middle 6th chapter. So you just see the verse. Just I will read and you can decide, one of you can decide. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. चलिए आप लोग साथ में पढ़ें. श्री भगवान उवाच मया सक्तः मनः पार्थ योगं युञ्जन् मदाश्रय असंशयं समाग्रमम् यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु. श्री भगवान उवाच मया सक्तः मनः पार्थ योगं युञ्जन् मदाश्रय असंशयं समग्रमाम् यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु. Thank you, Sarab Prabhu. When I actually was reciting this samagram, he properly recited this not samagram, this samagram. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you can recite, Prabhu. You can recite. Yeah.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha
Nice.
Maya Saktam Manapartha Yogam Yujan Madashraya Asansayam Samagramma Yatha Gyasyasi Tacharo.
Thank you.
मया सक्तम श्री भगवान वाच मया सक्तमान पार्थ योग युगन मनदाश्रय असस्ते समग्र माम यथा ज्ञान सति दीक्षनु.
To practice,
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Saktam Manapartham Yogam Nijam Madashraya Asamsayam Samagram Yatapnyashi Tachunu.
Thank you. So this is the way Srila Prabhupada, if you see Prabhupada's lecture, this is the way what they do. He tells his disciple to recite the verse, then they will read the word to word meaning, then translation, then one of the disciple will read the word. So we'll follow whatever Srila Prabhupada recommended, his disciple and his great grand disciple has recommended. So Bhagavan Uvacha, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Lord said, you can be on the word to word meaning, Mai, to me, Asakta Manaha, mind attached, Partha, O son of Pritha, Yogam, self-realization, Junjan, practicing, Mad Ashraya, in consciousness of me, or in bracket Krishna consciousness, asamsayam, without doubt, samagram, completely, mam, me, yatha, how, gyasasi, you can know, tat, that, sunu, try to hear. So translation is like this. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Pritha, O son of Pritha, not Pritha, Pritha, Pritha. Pritha is the name of Kunti Maharani, Kunti Maharani. How by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. I'll repeat the translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So purport was behind this. So Lord is speaking that how can you know me in full? So Lord is giving, see, until and unless we know about the Lord, we cannot serve. Say for example, how do we attracted to a person? By hearing about him, by knowing about him, then we try to serve him. See, for example, when we say, suppose American president is coming to India, how much we are attracted to that event. Okay, he's so much powerful and all. Because we know he's so much powerful. His decision can change the situation of the world. So like this, when we know about some person, then we can serve him. Otherwise, without knowing him, without knowing his greatness, like in America, they call God is great. The God we trust, the God we trust. Somewhere it is written. Heard that. So, if you do not know about the God, how He is great, how you can serve Him? The Lord is giving the way. Lord is giving about Himself, how he, about His knowledge, about Him, how He is present in the this material world, and about Himself. He is speaking about it here. So here we'll study the purport. In this 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the nature of Krishna consciousness is fully described. So Krishna consciousness means knowing Him. So I was reading in to the Prabhupada in the database that Krishna consciousness means like always remembering Krishna and never forgetting Krishna. Krishna consciousness means not only remembering Krishna but serving Him. Try to serve Him. That's called Krishna consciousness. So, in this 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the nature of Krishna consciousness is fully described. Krishna consciousness also means like how he's great, how is the controller, enjoyer, and the controller, enjoyer, and he's the head of all. So everything is described here fully. Krishna is full in all opulences. Like we know, there are 6 opulences. Can you speak opulences? Well, very good. Yes, so what is the other? Yeah, strength. बताइए और yeah, online Pradeep Prabhu, बताइए what is the opulences? 2 opulences we know from Saurabh Prabhu, wealth, then from then strength.
All strength, all frame, all beauty, all renunciation.
Manam Prabhu, what is the other opulence of the Lord? Beauty, strength, and wealth. Then after? Yes. Audible Prabhu? Manam Janadas Prabhu? Okay, maybe not. Okay, so Lord is having 6 opulences, like all wealth, then strength, beauty, knowledge, renunciation, and all fame. And fame. The 6 opulences. So Krishna is full in all opulences. He's full in all opulences. You understand? Full means he has all the wealth. He has all the beauty. He has all the So this is the God. Actually, this is God. People say out that somebody is God. They are claiming somebody is God, but can he claim that he is having all the wealth? No, no. And how he manifests such opulence is described here. So Lord will tell how he is manifesting these opulences in this chapter. Also, 4 kinds of fortunate people who become attached to Krishna and 4 kinds of unfortunate people who never take to Krishna are described in this chapter. So what happened when Srila Prabhupada writes about the first verse of the chapter, he gives a summary of what will be in the chapter. In the chapter, like summary, and again he will describe about the first sloka only. And so here he is describing what will come in the chapter. So Lord will tell that there are 4 kind of people, they will never take to Krishna, and there are 4 kind of people, they will approach Krishna. Then we have further, Lord will now so Prabhupada is now summarizing the first 6 chapter. What is the, so we'll try to hear attentively. In the first 6 chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the living entity has been described as non-material spirit soul. Lord spoke the first knowledge he gave that you are not this body, you are spirit soul. Atma Gyan he gave. You did. In the first 6 chapter, in the second chapter he gave. Capable of elevating himself to the self-realization by different types of yoga. We read just before, we read only. There are different processes of yoga, but leading to bhakti yoga. Isn't it? But among all the yogis, bhakti yogi is the most highest. So self-realization also, it is there in the Bhagavad Gita. So you do not have to speculate anything like what is self-realization. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं प्रभु? आत्मज्ञान का आत्मसाक्षात्कार ये बोलते हैं. तो प्रभुपाद देते हैं एक जगह बताते हैं कि सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन का मतलब होता है, सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन मींस knowing your constitutional position in with respect to Supreme Lord. Who you are, who is Supreme Lord, what is your relationship, and how can you revive that relationship. So we know everybody, we have some information that we are not this body, we are spirit soul. Also we have this information that we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita in 15th chapter, Mave Mamsa Jiva Loki, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. This Jiva, this spirit soul, they are Sanatan. They have no birth, no death. They are eternal. And they are my answer, my part and parcel. And what is their duty? As a part and parcel, suppose for example, this hand is a part and parcel of the whole body. So what is the function of this body? This part of the hand, just to cooperate with the whole body, just to take the food and give it to the mouth and all. So like this. So we have to come to that self-realization by different types of yoga. We read Dhyana yoga, Karma yoga also we read. Then there will be Jnana yoga, Ashtanga yoga or Dhyana yoga is same one of them. At the end of 6th chapter, it has been in the next page, I think, in the next 6th chapter, it has been clearly stated that the steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna. We read that he is always thinking about me. We read that. Madgatena Antaratmana. Steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna, or in other words, Krishna consciousness, is the highest form of all yoga. So at the end of the 6th chapter, Lord is concluding that what is the highest form of yoga? That steady concentration of the mind on Krishna. We read that thinking about the Lord, always thinking about the Lord, serving the Lord. Or in other words, what is this? This thinking about the Lord, this serving about the Lord, this is called Krishna consciousness, isn't it? If you see in that way, this is called Krishna consciousness, or in other words, Krishna consciousness. So there is no doubt about what is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means what? We think about the Lord always. How do we think about Lord? We chant His holy name. We are discussing about Him. We are taking prasadam. We are going to temple, seeing about the Lord, deity from the Lord. We are trying to serve Him some way or other, try to propagate His message. The highest form of all yoga. By concentrating one mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely, but not otherwise. So Lord spoke here, isn't it? In the 7.1 part He spoke here. Now here, O son of Pratha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, isn't it? Full consciousness means what? Krishna consciousness. Full, By concentrating one mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely. So how do you know about the absolute truth completely? This is the way. If you are in Krishna consciousness, but not otherwise. So we'll read what is Krishna consciousness in detail also. Prabhupada will give that. So whenever Prabhupada speak about something, he also speak in detail. He explained that. Not like you'll be thinking, oh, what is Krishna consciousness? Let me think about. No, he'll give the process. He'll give. So further we'll see. Impersonal Brahma Jyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth, because it is partial. So Brahman realization It is the partial realization of the supreme truth. And also Paramatma realization. Brahman, you understand, like sun is there. The sun rays is compared to the Brahman, Brahma Jyoti. Brahma Jyoti means it is the effulgence of the Lord. That you see Lord Krishna, you see also there will be some effulgence. Okay. Brahma Jyoti hai. Then Paramatma, like sun, there will be sun means it includes sun planet also, sun rays also, and there is one in Vedic literature it is there, sun god also. So sun rays are compared to the Brahman realization. It is all pervading. Brahman usually all pervading. But Paramatma is compared to the localized sun planet itself. Localized, Lord is present localized in everyone's heart. In Lord in Bhagavad Gita also speak in 15.15. It is written, I will speak that. Sarvasya Chaham Hridhi Sannivishtu. I am seated in everyone's heart. How do I sit it? The Lord in one of his expansion, one of his form is Paramatma. So at Paramatma, he is seated in everyone's heart. So he is localized, isn't it? But there is no localization. It is pervading, all pervading, spreading everywhere. Paramatma, not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth, but still it is not perfect. And full and scientific knowledge is Krishna, and everything is revealed to the person in Krishna consciousness. So full knowledge and scientific knowledge is Krishna. So Krishna means the Bhagwan feature of the Lord, the personal feature of the Lord, where we can reciprocate. This is the highest form of realization. So full and scientific knowledge is Krishna, and everything is revealed to the person in Krishna. So one who is in Krishna consciousness, what is Krishna consciousness? Period. One is always thinking about the Lord, he is thinking about his desire, and he is serving the Lord. And everything is revealed to him. It is revealed. Do not demand like I am serving to the Lord, I am doing this. It is revealed. Revealed, understand? Something is out of his mercy is revealed to you. It is not revealed to all, revealed to you. So in complete Krishna consciousness, one knows that Krishna is ultimate knowledge beyond any doubt. In Krishna consciousness, one knows that Krishna is the ultimate knowledge is Krishna himself. There is no doubt. Different types of yoga are only stepping stone on the path of Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness is the highest. We read that, so you should remember what is Krishna consciousness. That point, thinking about the Lord, his desire, and serving him. So all the yogas are stepping stone. Stepping stone, understand? Like we have stepping stone, some staircase are also there, and also we have lift also, both. You can use the lift also direct, and also you can use the staircase also to the top floor. So everything, whatever Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga, this is stepping stone toward leading to the Bhakti Yoga only. One who takes directly to Krishna consciousness automatically knows about Brahmajyoti and Paramatma in full. One who takes to the Krishna consciousness, so there is a term most. He has knowledge about, automatically he knows about the Brahmajyoti and Paramatma. Because these are the, it is coming from the Supreme Lord only. Like, suppose you have 1,000 rupees loan. The 100 rupees and 50 notes is always there. The currency is always in the 1,000 rupees note. But if you have 50 rupees note, can you claim that you have 1,000 rupees value? No. So further, by practice of Krishna consciousness yoga, now you are comes to the practice. Prabhupada will tell out practice. What is practice? One who takes directly, by practice of Krishna consciousness yoga, there are different yoga, isn't it? Krishna consciousness yoga means Bhakti yoga. By practice of Krishna consciousness yoga, one can know everything in full. If you want to know Brahma Jyoti, if you want to know Paramatma, everything in full. Namely, what you can know if you practice the Krishna consciousness? Namely the absolute truth, the Supreme Lord you can know, the living entity. Like we read now, there are 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. What is the one subject of Bhagavad Gita? 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. One topic. Very good. What is the other? Ishvara. And then Jiva Ishvara then. Yeah. Jagannath Das Prabhu, are you able to hear? Jiva
Yes,
Ishvara then.
Then Prakriti Prabhuji.
Prakriti Prabhu. Pradeep Prabhu.
Kala Prabhuji, Kala.
Yes, Ravindra Madhusan Prabhuji.
कर्म प्रवृत्ति कर्म
Karma, very good. Ispara, Prakriti, Jiva, Ispara, Prakriti, Kala, and Karma. So, 5 subject matter. So, in this 6th chapter, Lord is mostly focused about the Ispara. Lord is speak about himself. Isn't it? So, what the Lord is telling, the Prabhupada is telling, the practice of Krishna consciousness yoga, one can know everything in full. For absolute truth, the Ispara, the living entity, Jiva, the material nature, and the manifestation with paraphernalia, others in minute detail. He can know everything. So further, now we proceed toward practice. So what is that practice Srila Prabhupada is speaking about? So in one of the lectures, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he also tells that why Srila Prabhupada has written this Bhagavad Gita as it is, because whatever Lord Krishna has spoken, he has just produced same thing. Whatever Lord is want to tell, the Prabhupada has written same thing. He has not added anything out of him. It is like Lord is speaking through Srila Prabhupada. So, what is the practice we will see? One should therefore begin the yoga practice. What is the yoga practice? Krishna consciousness yoga practice. As directed in the last verse of the 6th chapter. It has been directed in the last verse of the 6th chapter. What is that? What is it? So, what is the practice? Concentration of the mind upon Krishna, the Supreme, is made possible by prescribed devotional service in 9 different forms, of which Sravana is the first and most important. So, Lord has started speaking about this Krishna consciousness yoga from the last chapter of the last verse of the 6th chapter. Yes, transform what Lord spoke about the practice. The last verse. Yeah, you meditate upon me. Very good. And और क्या बोले भगवान ने छोटा चैप्टर के इस श्लोक में क्या करने के लिए बोला? हाँ, बहुत अच्छा, भक्ति योग, भगवान की सेवा करने के लिए बोले हैं. बोल रहे कि जैसे वैष्णव ने बताया, वैष्णव टोल concentration of the mind upon Krishna. The Supreme is made possible. How this is possible? How do you concentrate upon the mind? By prescribed devotional service. So devotional service is prescribed, isn't it? Like so, suppose for example, you are going to some doctor. Doctor give some prescription, isn't it? So he will tell about some do's and he will tell about some don'ts also. So Lord has prescribed already the prescribed devotional service. See here, every word is very meaningful. Not devotional service written. Prescribed devotional service. Whatever medicine is being prescribed, you have to do same thing only. So what is the prescribed devotional service? There are 9. Can you speak some devotional service? What is 9? Very good, very good, very good. Yeah. So what is? Yeah. Other devotees also I am not able to see. Here, Kamalendra Nandana Prabhu, what are the 9 devotional service? 2 already spoke. Sura Prabhu told about Sravana and Ganesh Prabhu Kirtana and Swaran also, remembrance. Yeah, are you able to hear? If the other devotees can participate, what are the other 6 processes? Prabhu, yeah.
Kirtana, Smarana, Vandana.
Yeah. Ravindra Prabhuji, what other processes are there?
Ruji Pada Sevana and Dasya.
Yeah, so there are 9 processes are there. Sravana, Kirtana, Smarana, then Bandhana, Pada Sevanam, Dasya, one more thing, Atma Nivedanam, ultimate surrender to the Supreme Lord. So these are 9 devotional service which has been prescribed by the Lord. So that's your Prabhupada is telling. So out of which Sravana is the first and most important. Out of this 9 devotional services, Sravana is most important. That is the reason in ISKCON that Prabhupada has given the processes, prescribed process, what he has given 2 time hearing. The morning Srimad Bhagavatam and evening you have Bhagavad Gita. So if you want to be in Bhakti Yoga, if you are not able to hear, then we cannot say that we are practicing Bhakti Yoga. So we must choose. Our teacher, this case, Pandap Prabhuji also has inserted this, following this footstep, and we have daily Srimad Bhagavatam class, daily. So if you have time, you can hear that, and daily we hear. So you have Shravana is the first and foremost most important. Then the Lord therefore says, Arjuna, Tashrunu, or hear from me. So that is the reason why Lord in first sloka itself is telling, hear from me, hear from me. And also one more thing that Arjuna was hearing, isn't it? If you see the verse also, now here, is not Arjuna was hearing, now here means something is important. Like if I tell Saurabh, please hear, means you give it attention to it. Attentively you try to hear this. So I am speaking something important. Lord therefore says, Arjuna, that Tashrunu, or hear from me, no one can be no one can be a greater authority than Krishna. So we want to hear the greatest authority, Lord Krishna himself. Therefore, by hearing from him, one receives the greatest opportunity to become perfectly Krishna conscious person. Isn't it? Everyone's desire is to become Krishna conscious person. But how do you become Krishna conscious person? If you have to hear from Krishna. Then one has therefore to learn from Krishna directly, like Lord Krishna is not before us, but he is before us by what? By his instruction, by his Bani. He is with us only. He is speaking to us. The Prabhupada is media. He is speaking to us. No one can be greater authority than Krishna. Okay, further. One has therefore to learn from Krishna directly or from a pure devotee of Krishna. So one has to hear from Krishna and from a pure devotee of Krishna. So like not go to YouTube and try to hear. No, no need. No, you will not become Krishna conscious. You will not able to achieve the perfection. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि हम कहीं पे YouTube में श्रीमद् भागवतम का सीधा क्लास चल रहा है. So you have to hear from authorized person, a pure devotee of Krishna, and not from a non-devotee upstart. What with academic education? Somebody has academic education and speaking something so much fluently and everything, not hearing from him. So you have to hear from a devotee who is trying to become a devotee, and he is a pure devotee of Lord Krishna. So further, how the practice is in the Srimad Bhagavatam, this process of understanding Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute truth is described in the second chapter of the first canto as follows. So all the Vedic literature are related. You see, whatever has been described here, in detail it is given in Bhagavatam. It is the basic study. Srimad Bhagavatam is a higher study. Now here Lord Krishna is speaking that try to hear. By hearing in full consciousness of me can know me in full, but it is elaborated in Srimad Bhagavatam. The sloka is like this: Sranvatam swakatha Krishna punya sravana kirtana hriday antasto hi abhadrani vidho nati srihatrihtatam nasya prayesu abhadresu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati nashtike तदा राजस्तमो भाव कामा लोभातयश्चये चेत एते अनाभितं स्थितं तत्त्वे प्रसीदति एवं प्रसन्न मानसो भगवत भक्ति योगतः भगवत तत्व विज्ञानम मुक्त संघस्य जायते हृदयते हृदयाकांक्षे सिद्ध्यन्ते सर्व संशय क्षीयन्ते च कर्माणि दृष्टा एवं Manispare. So whatever Lord is speaking here has been elaborated. We'll see. We'll read the translation only. So to hear about Krishna from Vedic literature or to hear from him directly to the Bhagavad Gita. So there are two ways. Like Krishna Katha means two types. One is hearing from Krishna directly, like here we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, and hearing about Krishna, his Leela, he's dealing with his devotees. There is also Krishna Katha. It is a righteous activity. It is punya to Samanakirtam. It is punya. Like we want to have punya. This is one punya activity. Punya activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, we know that Sarvasya Jam Hridi Sannivishtu. Lord is dwelling in everyone's heart. So one who hears about Krishna, Lord is dwelling in everyone. That is the best wishing friend. Our best wishing friend is who? Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita also in 5.29. He spoke that like Bhoktaram yajna tapasa sarvaloka maheshwara suhridam sarvabhutanam yatma mam santirichati. So here Lord gave about the peace formula. Like Bhoktaram yajna tapasa. So I wanted to show that Srivata sarvabhutanam. So there are many types of friends. Some are like Mitra. Mitra, you understand? Like हम लोग जैसे कि सिंपल फ्रेंडशिप है और वो जब तक चलता है जब तक हम आपको हेल्प कर रहे हैं हम आपको हेल्प कर रहे हैं so that is mitra. Then bandhu is more relationship like our own brother or some relationship we have some more intimate relationship. Then we have what you call srita. Srita is a person who is always well wishing. ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि आपने हेल्प नहीं किया तो इफ यू आर नॉट हेल्पिंग मी ओके फॉरगेट नो ही इज ऑलवेज वेल विशर ही इज ऑलवेज थिंकिंग अबाउट यू so our best well wishing friend is Lord Krishna. He is thinking about himself. Otherwise, he has given this Bhagavad Gita to us that we can understand, we can be happy, we can be peaceful. So what he does? He purifies the devotee who constantly engages in sharing of it. He purifies us. He purifies our heart. Isn't it? In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. So transcendental knowledge is with us actually. It is with us everybody. Everyone is by nature Krishna conscious. हम लोग Krishna conscious living entity. Prabhupada जी बताते हैं. The Prabhupada tells in the meaning of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you see there, everyone is Krishna conscious entity. It's not that Krishna conscious whatever is Prabhupada is giving is imposition. No, we are naturally Krishna conscious. But that knowledge has been covered now. By influence of the Maya, it has been covered. So what is the covering also? We have Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mat, Masa. That is covering our knowledge. Isn't it? Lord Krishna speak in Bhagavad Gita also. Kam और उपेन कंतेया दुष्परिण अनलेन च. ये क्या करता है? जो लस्ट क्या करता है? वो ये नॉलेज को कवर. आवेन या प्रदीप प्रभु व्हाट इज द श्लोक?
आवृतम प्रभुजी आवृतम ज्ञान एतेन
ज्ञान एतेन. It's covered the knowledge of the living entity. This lust and all is covered. So, when that is free, when we get purified, our heart get purified, we get this transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from the Bhagavatam and from devotee, so if we hear more and more, if we hear from Bhagavatam and from devotee, so where you have to hear very clear, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and from his devotee, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. Like there are different stages in bhakti also. Like what is the first stage? Ado Shraddha, Tata Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya is this. Savana Kirtana, Swarana Bandha, Bhajana Kriya. Ado Shraddha Bhajana Kriya. Tata Anartha Nibriti. Anartha we have. Anartha is what? Like Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mat, Matsarya is the Anartha. So when it is clear, what happens? We become then we become Nishtha. Become fixed in devotional service. From the devotee, he becomes fixed in devotional service. Now it is fixed. ऐसा नहीं बोलना होगा कि आप प्रभु आप आओ, आप मॉर्निंग में आओ, आप ऑटोमेटिकली आएंगे, आप फिक्स हो जाएंगे, आपको कोई बाधा नहीं होगा. बाधा कोई, there is no बाधा, there is no obstacle. हम ऑटोमेटिकली आएंगे. By development of devotional service, further, by development of devotional service, one become free from the mode of passion and ignorance. From devotional service में जब हम लोग fixed रहते हैं, when we become devotional, when we perform the devotional service, we are free from the lower mode. Like we are in the now lower mode. We are most in the passion and ignorance. हम रजोगुण और तमोगुण में हमेशा रहते हैं. Hardly किसी some frame of time will be in the sattva guna, but we are mostly in the rajoguna and tamoguna. So what it does when we perform devotional service, so it reduces the lower mode, eliminate the lower mode, and thus, material lust and avarices are diminished. So material lust will be removed. Diminished, not removed. Diminished means lower down.
Average.
Average. What is the average problem? Just I will see. Average. मेरे ख्याल से ये राग द्वेष कुछ ऐसा कुछ है. Average. Extreme desire for money.
Greed.
Yeah, greed, lust and greed. Yeah, very good, very good. So what it does? It will remove the lust and greed and all the anartha, and also from the lower modes, isn't it? When these impurities, so these are impurities, these lower modes, and anartha, these are impurities. And our heart is impure, na, contaminated heart. So this is the impurities. Are wiped out, wiped out, wiped away. The candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness. Now we'll come to the pure goodness, isn't it? That is goodness. For goodness is what is mixed with what you call passion, and of course, yeah. So we have three modes, isn't it? Rajoguna, Sattva-guna, and Tamo-guna. So what happened? One of the sometimes we will be in the goodness, and goodness, not pure goodness, mixed with some passion and ignorance. Then sometimes you will be in the passion, more of the passion, little bit goodness, little bit your what you call Tamo-guna. But where will reach? Will reach to the pure goodness. Pure goodness to the Sattva, it is called Shuddha Sattva. Then there is no fall down to other gunas. Shuddha Sattva becomes enlivened by the devotional service. Now you feel enlivened. So you will feel enlivened and understand the science of God perfectly. Then you can understand the God, understand the science of God perfectly. So, like we have many sciences, we have science of God also to study. So this is Bhagavad Gita, the science of God. So Srila Prabhupada tells perfectly. तो अगर आपको भगवान के बारे में समझना है, भगवान के बारे में जानना है, भगवान को कैसे सेवा करना जानना है, तो ये हम completely जान पाएंगे. We'll know completely how do we, what is God, what we are, everything. Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the hard knot of material affection and enables one to come to once to the stage of asamsaya samagram, understanding of the supreme absolute personality of Godhead. So what Bhakti Yoga does, it severs. Severs means namaste, severs. Yeah, welcome. Severs matlab it's cut down. It's cut down. So now we have material, so much material affection. We have so much materially affected. We have so much material desire. We are materially affected. Everything is materially affected. So much influence by the material energy. So much allurement we have for the material energy. So now, Prabhu, we are in the 7.1. We are in the last part of the before last paragraph. Last paragraph, just before the last paragraph. So what Bhakti Yoga does, it severs the hard knot material affection and also enables one to come to the stage of asamsaya samagrama. So like here we saw, there is no doubt, without doubt. So here if you see in the Srimad Bhagavatam also, Chhidyante sarva samsaya. If you see, I'm reading that the particular sloka, in written, Chhidyante sarva samsaya. In Bhagavad Gita also Lord Krishna is telling what is asamsaya samagrama, isn't it? So these are the Vedic literature related. Here also Lord telling that Chhidyante sarva samsaya. So you will be free from all doubt. Whatever doubt you have about the God, how can I serve Him, who am I, everything. What is material nature? So one who knows God, he knows everything. So it will come in the next verse actually. So he will be free from all that. So if you hear about this Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, if you perform the devotional service, then you can be all full knowledge about the Lord. What you have to do. There is no doubt, and you will not have any doubt. Further, in the last part, therefore, only by hearing from Krishna or from his devotee in Krishna consciousness, you see, only by there is very frankly Srila Prabhupada telling, only therefore means it is a conclusion. Wherever there is the word therefore, it is a concluding remark. Therefore, one by hearing, only also, that is no other way. By hearing, how? By hearing from Krishna, Krishna or from his devotee. But how his devotee is there? In Krishna consciousness. The devotee should be also in Krishna consciousness. We saw the devotee. What is Krishna consciousness?
Krishna, following.
Yeah, serving him, knowing about him, serving him, thinking about him, his desire, his pleasure. That is called in Krishna consciousness. One can understand the science of Krishna. If you want to know the science of Krishna, like we have macrobiology in one of science, of study of macro, extension also science, biotechnology one of the science, but we have science of Krishna also. And the human life has been given to understand the science, to understand about who we are, who is God, and how can we, what is called, revive our relationship with the Supreme Lord. That is that is the reason that is given this human form of God. So whatever duty we have, by doing that, and in connection with that, in addition to that, sometime we should devote to know about God, and to know about God, to serve Him. So we can know about the science of Krishna. Science of Krishna means science of God. So you see, everything is so much clearly Prabhupada has given. So what is the conclusion we get? That by hearing about the Lord from Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, from a devotee who is practicing the Krishna consciousness, there is the first and foremost part in Bhakti Yoga. And also the performing the 9 process of devotional service. So with this, we completed the first verse. So we have some time. I don't want to take to the next verse because again it will be late also. We can have some discussion. How can we practice this in a particular, some practical aspect also. Some practical aspect can be discussed. Whatever we have discussed from whatever time we have discussed. So it is open to all of you. So we have some discussion should be there so that it can be go much deeper, not like okay, by here I heard and it's like it is coming out from my mind. Somewhere I have what you call hearing means some transformation should be there. Like not hearing information and here also information goes out, but some transformation. What we want to change, what conception we have. Yes, open to all of you. And if you have any doubt, any criticism, any comments, and everything, whatever you have, that can be also discussed. We can discuss that part also. Yeah, Hare Krishna. बताइए. तो अगर कुछ अगर आपने कुछ
the form of yoga you're talking, total 4 yoga.
Yeah, we have karma yoga, then jnana yoga, or ashtanga yoga is one and the same. And also jnana yoga, also hatha yoga and ashtanga yoga. I don't know what actually. I cannot speculate that. Bhakti yoga we have.
Like if someone will follow all these 3 yoga, every time, but they'll reach the Bhakti yoga in the last.
Yeah, ultimate purpose is to come to that Bhakti yoga only. Yeah, one can start with a beginner, like step 1. Suppose you are in the here only, ground only, but somebody has gone to some state. So it's very good, very question. We'll read that. The Prabhupada answered your point. One who is stick to a particular point and does not make further progress is called by that particular name Karma Yogi. So Prabhu is asking that if somebody is talking Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Dhyana Yoga, so whether he will come to the Bhakti Yoga or not, he may not come. He see it written on. If he doesn't come to Bhakti Yoga, he's called a Karma Yogi. Like one who sticks to a particular point, particular yoga, say for Karma Yoga, it attached to the karma, particular point, and does not make further progress, is called a particular name Karma Yogi, or can be called Karma Yogi, or Jnana Yogi, or Dhyana Yogi, that one. But Lord recommends that out of all yogis, Bhakti Yoga is the strongest. But Karma is the starting point. Like we have Sakam Karma Yoga, then you go to the ladder, last Bhakti Yoga. Written, everything has been answered. Everything has been answered.
I have read somewhere like in all the 4 yogas, Bhakti yoga is easy one and the purest one.
Yeah, easy one. Yeah, easy one. Yeah, easy one. Yeah, correct.
And Jnana yoga, people used to stuck somewhere.
Yeah. they will, yes. For you, to clarify more about you, just I will read that. Yoga actually means Bhakti Yoga. Prabhupada is writing. Very clear. Yoga actually means Bhakti Yoga. Other yogas are progression towards the destination of Bhakti Yoga. Progression towards. From the beginning of Karma Yoga to the end of Bhakti Yoga, it's a long way to self-realization. It's a long way. Self-realization. Karma Yoga without fruitive result. Karma Yoga without fruitive result means this is Niskam Karma Yoga. Means you are doing Karma Yoga, but you do not expect anything out of that. Niskam Karma Yoga is the beginning of this path. Suppose you are earning some money, you are spending some money for the Lord, some money you are giving. It is beginning. It is beginning. You have started. When Karma Yoga increases in knowledge and renunciation, so what will happen? First, what we used to do? Karma means you enjoy, you earn money, you enjoy. That is Karmi. Karma Yogi is different. He is spending some money for the Lord. It's Karma Yogi. When Karma Yoga increases, what will happen? You will free from some attachment you will free. Like some detachment you have, some sort of detachment you have. You are earning some 1 lakh rupees, 1,000 rupees you are giving to the Lord. So some detachment. You are previously you were enjoying whole lakhs of rupees, but now you have detachment, little bit detachment, or renunciation you can tell. So previously you have calm, so much calm you have, but now that calm is a little bit removed. So we read that when calm is removed, the transcendental knowledge is a little bit awakened. We read that no? Transcendental knowledge is awakened when the calm is removed. Calm is covering your knowledge. Calm Rupen, Pradip Prabhu called that. What is that? Abrita Kama. Abrita he told. He is covering. So yoga increases in knowledge and renunciation. So you have some knowledge and renunciation. This stage is called Jnana Yoga. When Jnana Yoga increases in meditation on the super soul by different physical processes, then further Jnana Yoga to further. So what Bhakti Jnana Yoga he meditated on the Supreme Lord inside our heart. Some physical processes. So what he does, he'll do some asana, he'll do meditation, he will do. At last meditation he will do. Or samadhi is at last actually. So some asana, some pranayam he'll do. So practice is the soul practice is to control the mind. Yoga practice doesn't mean that you have some bodybuilding. No. You control the mind so that you can focus your mind on the super soul inside your heart. That is the focus. Further progress. Jnana Yoga, then Dhyana Yoga. It is called Ashtanga Yoga. And when one surpasses the Ashtanga Yoga and come to the point of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, it is called Bhakti Yoga for the culmination. This is a progression. Yoga ladder. To just clarify your question, the yoga ladder is Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, then you have Ashtanga Yoga, then Bhakti Yoga. So one can directly go to the Bhakti Yoga also. How? We did that.
Thinking.
Yeah, sir. To first hear about the Supreme Lord. So now what we do that we are trying to be Bhakti Yoga, trying to hear. So some time we should devote to hear about the Supreme Lord, his instruction. And based on that hearing, you read it. Otherwise, what you will do? You will speculate. Speculate means okay, you will imagine, guessing. So what I am also speaking, not I am speaking from my own. The Prabhupada is written on some little bit I have heard from my spiritual teacher, Kanda Prem Prabhuji. That we are trying to discuss. Not that I am speaking from my own. So sometimes it happens also like to exaggerate myself, I will speak from myself. No, that is not. This is the way. So very good question. So thank you for that. So that we can have some more discussion that how Bhakti Yoga is superior and how can one progress Bhakti Yoga, and if one stuck to that point, what can be called? Dhyana Yogi, Bhakti Karma Yogi, Ashtanga Yogi, Dhyana Yogi. Very good. Thank you. It was accidental, but somehow or other I could not call you. I thinking that you may be busy in some of the activity. Yes, so any other thing? Okay, thank you very much. So praise the Supreme Lord that we may get out of our busy schedule. I know both of you and also all are so much busy. Still, out of 24 hours, we can divide our day in such a way so that some time for chanting and some time for reading or hearing we can do, so that we can get a clear cut knowledge of the Lord of Supreme Lord, and it will increase our faith. It will what we call increase our convince. What it will convince us. Why should I particularly follow this path? Why should I chant the holy name? Start with chanting. Chanting means what? Chanting also hearing, isn't it? Like many people will tell him, oh, by simply taking the holy name, how can they will progress? This is starting. It's not we are doing. It has been recommended. This Dhyana Yoga, Arjuna himself, he denied. I cannot do this. It's too much of controlling the mind. So this is the process of controlling the mind. Everything can be controlled. Yeah. Okay. No problem. So this is the end of our discussion. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to online devotees. Because of your association, we could able to discuss this, and we pray to the Supreme Lord that He may give us some intelligence so that we can get some time out of our busy schedule to practice the path of bhakti and perfect our Sunam Bhagavan life. So Bhagavad Gita की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, उपस्थित सभी भक्तवृंद की जय, जय गौर